Well, good evening, everybody. It's nice to see you guys. I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. And so I just want to, we're going to adjust my camera a little bit here, which I don't do this. Yeah, I better cut my head off. Okay, no, sorry, guys. Just there. Whoa. You know what? We're just kind of like, there, that's better. Man, tough crowd. So, hey, I want to apologize for last night, guys. So basically why I didn't have my live stream last night, I hope you guys checked the community section, is I was in the gym and I was doing some shoulder, and I have a real bad neck anyway. And, for years of training and getting choked out and Kimura and you name it, whatever. Anyway, neck cranked. So my neck is horrible. So I was then doing an exercise I haven't done in a while, and it just jacked up my neck big time. I felt like someone was sticking their fingers into my eyes. So I didn't want to come on and be sort of like, not giving you my best. So I apologize, but I wanted to make sure that I was good to go, and I am today. And I want to take this time, first off, to say thank you guys for being here. Hit that thumbs up. Let people know. Now, this is going to be an important live stream because this isn't necessarily focusing on like news per se. It's getting us prepared for what's to come. It's getting us prepared for the bull cycle. It's getting us prepared for newer investors, crypto investors, to rejoin, or veterans to rejoin the crypto space. So we're going to get a pre-existing, like people have been just kind of sitting on the sidelines figuring out, okay, what's going on? What are we going to do? When are we coming back in? When to re-enter the crypto space. So we have that, and then we also have brand new investors, people who have seen this, maybe have been following it from the sidelines. Now, with the Ripple case, coming to a conclusion, and some bullish activity going on, are maybe considering or entering the crypto space. So if you know someone who is interested in getting into crypto for the first time, or maybe it's yourself, maybe you're watching, this is going to be the live stream for you. Feel free to take notes, watch this over, share this with your friends afterwards. It's going to be really important. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. So what we're going to do is let me know you're here, and if you are here, we have Arsalan, you are here. Thank you for joining us. Is that better? Is that better? Are we good? I want to make sure we're good before I start. So guys, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you can. I think what happened... Okay, good. All right, I looked down, I accidentally hit my Stream Deck and hit it on mute. So sorry about that. Don't worry, I didn't say anything profound yet, so you didn't miss anything. But what I want to do is I want to take what I've talked about before and get more involved in how we want to communicate. And I'm going to answer questions. Don't worry, guys. And we can kind of go off topic a little bit. I just want to stay on task first. So what we want to do is, this is an amazing time to, how can I say this, to get prepared for what's to come. Now, by the way, these are my beliefs. my opinion, and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have any of those things. This is just my gut telling me that we, at some point in the near future, I think, will really start to kind of go into this bull cycle. Will it be this year? I don't know. But I think since the Ripple case, I think it's accelerated the process. Where maybe it would have taken a year and a half to get us into this. I think now that we have a resolution for the XRP case, and hopefully others, that it may accelerate that process even quicker. So what we want to do is we want to prepare, right? Proper planning prevents poor performance. So what we want to do is we want to prepare people for what's to come. Now, you guys who are watching this now, you guys are salty veterans, right? You've been around the block a little bit. You kind of know what's what. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. So it's one thing when we're talking to people who are bullish on crypto, who are excited about it, they're enthusiastic, they're open to crypto. It's an entirely different animal when you have someone who still thinks it's a scam. Now, I think with this XRP case, it really created some legitimacy for crypto. Now, I've always felt crypto was legitimate in the first place. However, if you're talking maybe to someone who's more of a traditional stock market person and they're focused on traditional finance, then crypto to them is sort of like, it's like, witch doctor medicine or something like that, right? So there's two different sides of that. So our focus is on, right now anyway, and we'll touch on the other in a second, but we want to concentrate on, all right, how do we have, so let's do a scenario. Let's create, like, either envision like a friend or a relative who knows you're in crypto, you're at a family gathering, you're at a barbecue or whatever, and you have someone who they approach you, and they're like, I know you're in crypto, so what's it about? I heard it's a scam, I hear it's this, I heard it's that. Now, when they come to you, they are looking either for you to basically reject what they're thinking or confirm it, okay? So when we are dealing with that sort of scenario, you have an opportunity to create someone's mindset to maybe begin entering the crypto space. Now, again, it's all about how we communicate. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys to just be flashy and we have dogs barking in the background, to be, crazy and, just base what we're talking about on emotion. Because I say this, FOMO is a mofo, right? So when you're having that fear of missing out, and you're coming from a state of emotion, I think that's when really negative things can happen. So what we want to do is we want to come as investors, as professional investors, not as, just fly-by-nights, coming in for a quick buck and, hey, whatever, okay? Unless that's what you do, then, hey, whatever works. But if we want to create mass adoption, we need people. We need the masses to adopt crypto. And however that looks like, so getting involved in the crypto space in whatever way they feel appropriate. So when we are working with people, when we're talking with people, it gives an opportunity. Now they're open-minded to hear what we have to say. And so a lot of it's going to be based on as much as you know, as much information as you know about crypto and what it can do, why it was created. Start from the very beginning. Start like Bitcoin. Now again, I'm not here to insult anyone's intelligence. Remember, there's a saying, champions don't need to be told what to do, we just need to be reminded sometimes. So there may be things that, like we forget more stuff than we'll ever know. And sometimes you're like, oh, you know what, that's right, I should have did it that way, or you know what, I totally can't believe I blew it here or whatever. But when you start off with why crypto was created in the first place, that's a great place to start, right? You should start, I think, in my view, start with that and say, look, well, before we go into that, let me tell you why crypto was created, what Bitcoin is, and just kind of give a broad, you don't have to go into like bore the hell out of them and go into all kinds of specifics, but just give them an idea of what crypto is about, why it started, and how it can help the world. That's to me, that's the biggest thing, right? Is what can it do for people who are unbanked, the majority of the world? How can it help people that are unbanked, who don't have access to financial institutions? How can it help them, right? Just by coming off like that, like, hey, if they have a phone, if they have that, then you can be part of that global economy. So starting off like that, you know what I mean? And then answer questions if they go. And if you don't know the answer to a question, say, you know what, that's a great question. I'm not sure. I could check for you. So that way they're going to see you as, and I'm not going to use the term, they're going to see you as someone who's trusted, that they know that that you have their best interest at heart, and that you're not trying to sell them on something. That's my biggest thing. Is I never want to try to sell anyone anything. Benefits should sell, right? So when you share the benefits of something and you're like, hey, if you invest in crypto, this is what X, Y, and Z. They're like, oh, I'm so sick of these centralized banks, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, there you go. And that's your opportunity. So it's just having a conversation. Maybe move it along a little bit. You don't want to dwell, unless they're really enthralled, unless they pull you off to the side and you're sitting down and you've got like a half hour, 20 minutes, then you can kind of dig in a little bit. And then you can sort of like explain like the benefits of crypto, and also communicate the pitfalls that can happen. That's really important, right? Don't shill crypto, okay? People are going to believe maybe what you tell them, and if you leave out vital parts like, hey, crypto's, just so you know, crypto's very volatile. It's not for everyone, and that's not a slight or an insult on you, but it's not, depending on your risk tolerance. And then you go through certain things like, hey, you only want to invest money you can afford to lose, make sure you're doing due diligence and research. All those like basic things. Never give out your seed phrases, whatever those are. You just want to give people whatever they ask, give them that information. But whatever you do not hype it up. Now if you have someone, now I've had conversations with former students and they've come in and they're like, Scott, if they know I have a crypto, dude, but we're jamming today. I'm like, yeah, we are. Then I can kind of like, you can ramp it up, because if you're stoked, if you have like, say for example, at one point I had Shiba Inu, and I would have like clients or parents would come in and like they knew we were in a crypto together, like, shit, like, Scott, Shiba's up tonight. I go, yeah, it is. We'd high five each other, like, yeah, let's do this. Then you can have fun with it. That's a whole different ballgame. If you're just getting someone who doesn't know anything about crypto, you probably want to tone it down a little bit, because I don't want anyone investing on like FOMO, like, man, you got to get in now, it's going to go. Don't do that, because if it drops out, they're going to look at you as a POS, right? Like, how could you? You know what I mean? You brought me in and all of a sudden it just died. They're not going to trust you now. And you just sort of blew it. So when we're communicating with new people coming in about crypto, just be specific, answer any questions that they have for you. Don't overhype it. Communicate benefits of what it does. If they ask you questions and you don't know the answer, just say you don't know, but you'll find out. So that's a good question. I'm not sure, but you know what? I'll find out for you, right? And then actually find out for them. Follow up, because they're looking to you. They know you are there. And I don't like using this term, but in the context of what our discussion, you are their expert. Okay, they don't know anything about crypto. They're coming to you. They trust you already, or else they probably wouldn't have. So you have an opportunity to like earn that trust and make them feel good about it. And in the process, you are actually bringing in someone else into crypto. So that's kind of an abbreviated version when you are working with someone, when you're teaching someone about crypto, then that's an area that we want to make sure that we're being very, very gentle with. Now, those people who do not, or are totally negative about crypto and they don't believe in it, don't waste your breath. Don't get into a conversation because they're going to find fault with it. All right, well, what do you do crypto? Why do you do crypto? Well, because I like its decentralized nature. Well, not all cryptos are decentralized. They're central. When you start getting that, they're always going to find going to be argumentative. Your best thing is just to smile and maybe change the subject, because you're not going to change their mind. And they're not going to change yours, but it's about them trying to validate their beliefs on you. And the reason I say it is I've had conversations with people that are like that. There's nothing wrong with them. They may be great people, but there's certain subjects that maybe that's one of them you don't touch on. Like there's certain I don't go into political discussions and I don't get into religious discussions. I stay away from those like the Black Plague and maybe crypto, depending, unless they're open. If they show a sincere openness, then I'll put some feelers out and see where they're at. And then if if it feels good, then maybe I'll continue on. But if I'm dealing with someone, I go, yeah, I'm a crypto educator. And they're like, oh, okay. Then move on. Because they're sort of like, you're one of those crazy people, right? You know what I mean? So just move on. Don't waste your breath. So I want to do a quick, I think I scared everyone off. I don't think there's anyone here anymore. I think I'm talking to there's one person here. Whoever you are, awesome. Thank you. So, but you know what? I don't care because this is important information that needs to be communicated. It also needs to be communicated about how to avoid losing your money, how to avoid scams. That's going to be another one. But these aren't sexy conversations. They're not glamorous. They're not whatever. I'm an education channel. This is what I do. I want people who get involved in crypto, get involved with it, knowing what they're getting into. Right? Is it tough at times the past year and a half? Yeah, it sucked. But it's not because of crypto itself, it's because of the economic climate surrounding crypto. Okay? Big difference. Big difference. Okay? So nothing about fun, like getting involved. Like I have cryptos, I've been hodling for years. Okay? And I'm going to continue. Why? Because I believe in the projects, I study the projects, none of the fundamentals have changed. If anything, they've gotten better. So I'm going to hold on. And plus, most of us, I bought some of my cryptos back in spring of 2021 when we were up here. When I first bought Cardano, it was at $1.19. Dude, it's like 31 cents now. If I sold, it doesn't make any economic sense. I'm going to hold on to it. And I'm going to dollar cost average in. Absolutely. So, just something to think about, that this channel is more about education. And if you're sticking around, you're watching this, great. Then I'm really glad. Hopefully I'm not, boring you too much to tears. But that's kind of how that is, and, that's the bottom line. So now I want to actually jump over here. And so Arizon asked me about Jasmine. I do not have Jasmine in my portfolio. I used to. Oh, John is still here. Hey, John, you and me, man. Yeah, Jasmine I had in my portfolio. See, I go in phases with Jasmine. It's like on again, off again. It's been a long time since I've been on again, though. I really haven't concentrated on Jasmine in a while. So that's something that I really haven't touched on. I don't know if I will. It doesn't appeal to me too much. It's not really necessarily something that I'm really that excited about. But I did have it in my portfolio for a while. So that's kind of where that is. Now, I'm looking at a few, and there's one I'm actually in, but I'm not going to say it until my video comes out. I kind of got sidetracked yesterday because of like massive migraine city. So I'm going to have to film my video tomorrow, but it'll be out either tomorrow afternoon or Saturday morning. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then also, if you're watching, at the top of our chat, I have a Telegram, or on our community tab on our channel. I also have our Telegram link that you can click on and you can join our Telegram channel. So feel free to do that. If you want to support what I'm doing to be able to do really good content for you guys, I also have a Patreon channel as well. So go check that out in the front on our community channel. You'll see all that stuff. And so that's kind of an area that, again, switching back to when we're talking with people, I really want to make sure that if I communicate the positives, when I'm talking about the potential pitfalls or the mistakes or whatever, I really am going to choose my words very carefully, because most of those pitfalls are self-induced, okay? Especially getting involved in scams. You know, I had an amazing conversation with a crypto investigator, and she works for a high-level crypto company, Web3 company. She investigates like fraud and things of that nature. And it was an amazing conversation, and basically just reaffirmed what's going on and how things happen, how people get scammed into it in certain types. And a lot of it's just, you know, making sure that if it looks too good to be true, it probably is, right? And especially making sure you're doing your own research, you're doing your own due diligence on a project that you're looking into. Those things are essential. Essential. If you want to be successful in crypto, in my view, one of the things that you need to master is your ability to research a project. Now is an excellent time to start doing that. Pick a crypto project you might be interested in, and if you're not sure which one you may be, go to CoinMarketCap, go to CoinGecko. If you're on a crypto exchange already, you know, look for that top 10, top 20, top 100 cryptos. Pick a couple, research them a little bit. You know, like if you go to, oh my goodness, CoinMarketCap, you click in, you type in whatever project, it'll take you to like what markets it's on, what it's about, you know, what socials they are, because you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to find out, go right to the website. So let's say Jasmine, for instance. We use that as an example. All right, so Jasmine, what the hell is Jasmine? Okay, I'm going to go on Twitter. I'm going to go on YouTube, and I'm going to type in Jasmine. YouTube is another great resource. Finding the socials. Do they have a Discord channel? They better have a website. They better have white paper. Okay? If they don't have those two things, for me, I'm out. Any self-respecting crypto project, you've got to have information. You've got to have a white paper so people know what's going on. And when you're researching, join the Discord channel if you want to go that far. Go to Reddit. Go to Twitter. Type in, you know, join these different social media outlets. You know, go and get involved in these groups. Do they have a Telegram channel? Okay. If they do, join. You can always get out later if you don't want to be a part of it anymore. But the more you get involved and you start seeing what's going on, you can either decide, do I want to get involved? Like if you go to their website and you're like, okay, here's their white paper. You know what? I'm not feeling it. I think their use case really is not that good, if they even have a use case. That's another thing. For me anyway, I'm looking at, when I get involved in a crypto project, what problems does it solve? And if it's solving the same problem as another crypto project, what makes their approach different? If I believe in that approach and I support it, okay, let's go further. That's how you do that. And you can do that. And it won't take you long. You know, I mean, how long it takes is how thorough you want to be. Conducting your own research, right? Remember, FOMO is a mofo. Don't make sure you're doing your own due diligence, and then that way you're educated. Now, if someone says, "Hey, what is Gala?" Boom. Oh man, then you could go crazy, right? And then you can just communicate all kinds. Now you know, and then you're like, you know what? I'm feeling this project right now. I really dig what they're trying to do. Oh, wow, this person was the developer of this game. Oh, I'm familiar with that. That in itself, you know, can help you. You're like, oh, you know what? I recognize he actually developed. He developed Farmville. Cool, or whatever. You know what I mean? And then that way you have a little bit more familiarity and a little bit more trust. Remember, people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. Okay? If I know who you are, I like you, or I like what you've done in the past, I trust you that you're not going to F me over, okay, then maybe I'm going to invest. And then there you go. That's a huge one, you know, of course. And then we get into the security part of it. You know, don't ever give out your seed phrases. Don't ever give out your transfer codes. Don't ever compromise your security no matter what. Anyone who's anyone is not going to ask you for your seed phrases. If they ask you for your seed phrases, you are being scammed and they're looking to take for everything that you have. So those are very important must-haves. That's a must-have for anyone getting involved in crypto right now. And anyone getting involved in someone who says, well, crypto is a scam. Why is it a scam? Right? If I'm feeling that way and I want to practice my objection response, well, crypto is a scam. Okay, how so? That's all I got to say. Well, how? If you want to go that far. Sometimes I'll do that because I'm curious. I'm like, well, how so? Because maybe they are just like a parrot. They're just repeating what they've heard. They don't really know. They've just heard it from somebody else. So then when they come out and they repeat that, and you're like, yeah, crypto's a scam. Well, how come? Well, my brother said so. Okay, well, why is he saying that? You may have an opportunity to at least get that person to even consider hearing why you're involved in it. And that's like a partial crack. And that's something. Now, if they're giving you like snide looks and you're like, whatever, then I'm not going to waste time. But if they come out here and you're a scam and I'm feeling in a mood, I may be like, well, why is it a scam? You know what I mean? And then I'm going to go ahead and listen to what they have to say and then absolutely destroy their argument. No, I'm just kidding. No, not really. But so anyway, so that is some things to really consider when we are, because again, this is like pregame. We're in the pregame right now. We're basically back in the locker room getting ready to go on the field. And we're running through our game plan. This is where we are right now. Okay? In my view, that's the analogy I use. All right? Getting ready for the big game. It's coming up soon. So we're all in the locker room. We're getting our helmets on. We're getting all padded up. We're smacking the shit out of each other. You know what I mean? Putting the face paint on. Getting ready. Talking over, okay, what's going to be our game plan today? You know, with the offense and defense. Okay, what are we going to do? This is where we are right now. Because soon it's going to be game time. Right? As soon as it's going to be game time. And then once we go, then it's go time. Right? Once it's game time, it's go time. So, you know, that's why I'm taking this time and not beating it into the ground, but just constantly reaffirming. Again, these live streams are designed to educate and hopefully entertain a little bit, but also educate. So, I'm not sure. I think John is still here. I think I scared off. I'm not sure who else is here. Oh, we have another person here. Who is here? We got to figure out how to get more people on these live streams. Am I just too damn boring? Maybe I got to go do some backflips or break some concrete blocks with my hands or something. I don't know. I don't have any videos of me doing that. My wife's like, I've never seen any of your videos. I'm like, well, back in the 1800s, they didn't have video cameras, right? So, you know, that's how it goes. So I'm going to put this out there to you guys. Who here has questions? Oh, cool. How was it? Was there anything worth talking about? I saw the interview with, was it Rob, the founder of Rep. So I think we've got a launch date, a beta launch date in like 3 months. But was there anything, any bullet points? You know what? I really haven't been watching it so much lately. I don't know. For some reason, it just hasn't captivated my interest so much. I don't know. I guess I can get that information, the next day. But has there anything come out that you think would be good for everyone to know, man? Can't believe it's Thursday already, guys. It's Thursday already. Holy smokes. So again, just to reiterate, join, I cannot stress this enough, join our Telegram channel. Right? It's free, it's just us, and it's once we get people in there, I just launched it, so click the link above. Don't worry, I put it in there. It's going to take you right to my site. Don't worry. Well, hey everybody, it's a pretty chill, mellow night. I think I bored everybody to sleep. So, guys, I want everyone to have a great evening. Thank you for joining us. I hope you picked up one thing tonight that you can take and it's actionable, that you can actually take and you can utilize. You can start having conversations with people. And wait a minute, we have last minute. The whole node thing, selling nodes for everything, I'm really glad I didn't get involved in that. I mean, I get it, but, I was reading a little bit about the NFT thing, but I just, I don't know. I think the whole node concept is being overdone here. You got nodes for film, you got nodes for music, you got nodes for the games. Now you're going to have nodes for this and nodes for the, if you have a node, I think it would be good for everything. But, if you buy a node, then hey, it's good for games. I can see it if you want to have a node for film, and that's fine. But, I think for something like this, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 with how I feel about that. Part of me is like, really? Come on, you're trying to, Yeah, it's almost like, I look at it, honestly, this is my honest critique, as an additional way to grab money from people. And I don't even know how productive those nodes are. I mean, if you got a node early on, like in the very beginning, when it was like, what, $1,500, I think? Yeah, probably not a bad deal. But it's crazy. They go up in price like $10,000, $15,000, $100,000. Whoever. That's just, I could never do that. Anyway, that's just me. But, who knows? Some people can do that. Did you? Yeah. I mean, that's a part of it. The price of the NFTs don't turn me on, and neither does having all these crazy expensive nodes. And a lot of people are kind of pissed off about that too. So, basically what's happening, guys, is we're talking about a gaming platform that has nodes, that they have nodes for everything. A node is basically just like a computer. It validates things, and it kind of moves the ecosystem along. I'm not playing Dragon Strike. I really am not that. That game doesn't do much for me. It doesn't. I think what's happening is they have so many games in development, but really only one is out. So I think they're really going to need to start picking up the pace on getting games out, or at least get another one out that's playable full on. And maybe they have, but I've been sort of like whatever for the past month. I haven't played Grit. Is it still playable? So we're talking about Gala is what we're talking about, guys. Like, I don't like match games, but yeah, that's a match 3 game, isn't it? Dragon Strike. I think Eternal Paradox. That game, the more I think about it, that game has tons of potential. It's funny, like some of the mobile games I'm more excited about, and you know, it's I'm not sure if either one of you guys played. Shoots, what am I thinking of? Like the Walking Dead Empires. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time on that. I really didn't get a whole lot of positive interaction from a lot of people. Didn't seem to be a whole lot of people talking about that. Yeah. I mean, I've got it on my phone. I'll have to go check it out. I went into my Gala Games today and redid my password and changed my transfer code. So hopefully when I get Gala again, it won't get stolen out of my effing wallet. I'm trying not to dwell on it, but, you know, whatever. Maybe I'll go back and check it out. Well, hey guys, it looks like it's just us. So, oh, cool. How do you get that? You just play the game? You have to get like a certain level and then you can access the free pack. I've got so many items in my inventory that I haven't unlocked. All right, well, hey guys, I want to go ahead and in-game marketplace. Okay, cool. So here's what I want you guys to do that are watching right now. I want you to scroll up to the top of the chat. I want you to, I put the link there, okay? It'll take you right to my Telegram channel. Or if you got Telegram on your phone, just type in Crypto Dojo on it. You'll see my face. Join the Telegram group. That way we can transfer these conversations from here over to there in real time. I also have the link in my community, in our community tab on our channel. So I really highly recommend doing that. Like, you guys are here all the time, okay? Why not us have these kinds of conversations and more in-depth conversations on Telegram? So get the link, or just go type it in on Telegram. You can have it on your phone, or you can have it on Telegram. You can do both. You can have it on your phone. You can also download it on your computer. Phone's a lot easier. If you're on your phone, it's really fast and simple. So I have it on both because I need both. But anyway, there's my yawn. So guys, I hope you have a great evening. I won't be on tomorrow. I'm probably gonna start doing my live streams only like Monday through Thursday, and I'm going to be experimenting with some different formats. I may be changing some times. Hey, Andy. What's going on, man? Maybe I need to start later. Maybe I need to start at 8 o'clock instead of 7:30. All right, guys. So I'm going to be out. Click the link up in the top part of the chat box. Go to the community tab. Join Telegram, and I will see you guys. Okay, good. Good, man. So Andy, I know you're just coming in. I'm getting ready to dig out, and I've been kind of like driving these guys crazy with the Telegram channel, but. Oi, how come, this is really strange because it only shows that there's only a few of you here. Now Juan is jumping in too. Dude, hey, better late than never, man. You know, cool. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. You know, I just went and did a 30 minutes. I went on a 30-minute diatribe about how, and you can watch it later. Yeah. So I'm not going to bore you with it, but share this live stream with your friends, guys, especially if they're new. All right, because I tell you, again, the goal here is education. Even if I only have 5 or 6 or 10 of you, I don't care. It's still worth me coming on and still doing these. So, and keep your eyes peeled because I will be coming out. Yeah, go ahead. Ask your question, Andy. If you guys have questions, I'll stay. You know, I'm not trying to get rid of you. If we're engaging and we're having a conversation, let me have it. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. I'm going to have a sip of water, though. Go ahead. Ask away. Juan, it's been a while since you've been here, man. How you been, brother? It's nice to see you guys. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna answer this. I'm going to put this up here. All right. Do you think Gala will reach its all-time high in the future? I think they have the potential to. They've got to jump. They've got to do some things, though, in my opinion. They have a harder road to go than they did before the V2. Before the V2 or V1 upgrade, which changed dynamics quite a bit. Tokenomics were like drastically changed. Even though they burned like so many billions, the circulating supply is still over 21 billion tokens. So that I think doesn't, but that's always been that way. They just, CoinMarketCap just hasn't caught up, or CoinGecko. I think they need to get some more games launched. I think they need to. I think they really need to stop with frickin' selling nodes every 5 seconds. That's turning people off. I'm going to tell you right here, right now. People are getting, just like, who said it? Was it John? Who said that? I'm sorry, I'm losing my marbles. Yeah, like Bob. That's right, Bob. It's like people are just. When people start feeling like they're just trying to suck money from you, as it is, that's a problem, because now you've already invested in the project. You have an emotional investment as well. There is a lot of that going on, you really got to be careful how you're putting stuff out there. I would have liked for them to give away a couple friggin' nodes, to be honest with you. Like, hey, we're gonna have a drawing, and you can win a free node. I mean, come on. I mean, you know. Well, you know, it's gonna. I'm just moving this real quick. Let's see if that works. That's better. I just want them to. Yeah, they really are expensive. Yeah, you have $100,000, right? I think that's what they're going for. Somewhere $90,000. I mean, if I could afford a $90,000 node, why the hell would I even bother buying one? You know what I mean? I'd rather invest that money someplace else. To me, that's not logical. That doesn't make sense to me. By the way, if you spent that much money on a node, how friggin' long would it take for you to recoup your money? Right? It'd be like your great grandkids, maybe. I don't know. I get it, but again, it goes back into like, look, if I have $50,000 lying around, I don't. I'm not going to buy a damn node. I'm not. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to distribute it. I'm going to diversify my portfolio, you know, and mix it up, not put it into a node. Because who knows what the deal is with these nodes. There's all kinds of stuff going on with that. And, you know, that, if anything, that could be the kiss of death for Gala if they're not careful. If they don't watch it, because I don't care what kind of narrative you spin, people are educated. And people are going to realize if you're putting them on or not. You know, I think Gala has tons of potential. They just have to be mindful. Get some damn games out. You know, you got to. People don't like. This is just my opinion. A lot of people don't like Townstar. I'm one of them. I'd rather watch paint dry. I'm sorry. To me, that's not a fun game. I don't want to play that. You know, it doesn't. You know, it's their flagship game, but I don't know. I just think it's sort of like they don't really have anything out there that's really exciting to me now. No, they're not. Now, am I saying you should sell your bag? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that for them to reach their all-time high, they have got a lot of work to do. They've got to figure out a way to reduce the supply. They've got to figure out a way to create some amazing goodwill. They need some more partnerships. They need to get some games playable. That's just how it goes. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of other gaming platforms out there, a lot of Web3 gaming platforms out there that are coming. Okay, they're coming, and if you're taking now, normally Web 2, a regular game takes 4 to 5 years. I get that. I totally get that. But it's a whole different age right now that we're in. So the games need to look amazing. They need to have a great UI, right? The experience needs to be fantastic. There needs to be easy onboarding. I mean, do I think Gala can make their all-time high in this next bull run? I don't know. I don't know. At one point, I did a video about this probably about 6 months ago. I was like all over that. Like absolutely. $1.25, $1.50, no problem. Now, I'm 40, 50 cents is what I'm thinking maybe. Next bull run maybe. Don't quote me on it. I could be totally wrong. I could be grossly wrong. In which case, I hope so. I hope I'm totally wrong. I hope it goes to like $1. But look at the market cap it'd have to be. They made $21 billion as a market cap. That's insane. I'm not saying it's not possible, but they just have a lot of work to do to get to that point. you know, it's you know what, it's one of these things where what you say to Jason or any of the developmental team, it's not going to make that. It's honestly, it's not going to make a difference. It won't. They have their focus. They're focused on what they're doing. I am just, you know, you know, there's more they could do. You know, stop talking about hoodies. I mean, I really haven't seen anything in this ahead of the game AMAs that they have as really anything of any substantial substance. I don't really, you know, I just, that's just my, these are just my opinions. You know, just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. And like I said, I hope I am. You know, but I think that Gala has the potential to be great. They just need to be smart, and they need to put their investors first. You're from the Philippines. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm really glad you're here. I'm not sure who else is here. And maybe what I say is maybe a little bit controversial because sometimes people don't want to hear like an opposing viewpoint. And by no means am I spreading FUD. It's not about FUD. Dudes, I've been in Gala since freaking 2021. So, you know, I want them to do well. I'm selfish. I want Gala to kick ass. Yeah. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this next bull cycle. We're going to see where there's a lot of, I mean, we just had, you know, we just had Star Atlas lay off a ton of people from their workforce, some of which I know. Which is a real bummer because those are some hot shots. So that's another thing. When you got game platform, not people are hiring though. So I don't want you guys to think, oh, but for some reason, you know, but Star Atlas just can't get it together, man. So, well, hey guys, I am gonna go ahead. Is there any other questions? Anything I can answer for anybody? Besides click, I have a sign. Go to our Telegram channel. See me over there. So that's a great way to stay in the know. So hey everybody, I want you guys to have a great evening. Have a great weekend with your family. I'm not going to be on tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. We'll be back on Monday. And keep your eyes out this weekend. I got a video coming for you. My pleasure. And Andy, I'm not sure if you're part of our external family, if you subscribe, but if you have, great. If you haven't, do it now, please. And you guys have a great evening. And I will see you guys soon. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps.